Okereke, who died on the 22nd of November 2024. He was aged 80. Funeral arrangements: Thursday, 16th January 2025. Christian wake at his residence, Mazi Paul Ihe Madu Okereke compound by Holy Trinity Anglican Church, Ndiolumbe. Time 5 to 9 p.m. Friday, 17th January 2025. Lying in state, 8 a.m. Body leaves SDA mortuary Aba to his hometown, Umuohia, Ndiolumbe. Funeral service, 11 a.m. Holy Trinity Anglican Church, Ndiolumbe. Interment follows immediately at his residence, Umuohia Village, in Ndiolumbe Autonomous Community, Isialangwa South Local Government Area of Abia State. He was survived by wife, children, and grandchildren. May his soul rest in peace. Amen.
How far to my football fans out there? My name is Fowls, aka Fowls, the bad guy. Ladies and gentlemen, they're also calling me the What's Up guy. And right now, you are listening to Soccer Swag on Magic 102.9 FM.
I am still your one and only favorite boy, Techno, and it's Soccer Swag Sports Around. Don't go nowhere. Just enjoy. You understand? Let's go.
Football at its best. Suck swag.
Gomez has come a long way. Firmino and Salah got that, and their club record signing has put them in front with a debut goal.
This is where the football fans have their say on their favorite football clubs.
I think it's a very interesting season. It's a very clear chance for them.
The principal actors are carried along.
They play this match like a cold man. People have penetrated into my team to destroy me.
Oh my God, who cares?
My enemies have penetrated into my players to destroy me, so they have succeeded.
I don't believe in the page of newspaper. I have to get the record straight. We must respect contract.
Imba playing Calabar, their home is Aba. When Calabar Chinda is in my home too. I can go there and pick the one, no win the match.
100% football stories and analysis. Soccer Swag. Join our sports tag team Mondays through Fridays at 6 p.m. Soccer Swag. Football gist at its best.
Goes from Wilson. Oh, that's delightful. Alexis Sanchez with a beautiful free kick.
Leo Messi, Leo. Goal!
Okay, it's your one and only Baba Salah Baba, the yo master. Yo. Time for Unyabana, so no running. And I'm here relaxing and hanging out with my one and only main man, OJ Ferrari, on this FM station. So don't go nowhere.
Yeah, what's going on, my people? I go by the name Rough Coin One by number one, and right now I'm chilling with Sammy. Don't touch that dial. Peace.
Well, it's 6 minutes past 6. Good evening. Welcome to Soccer Swag right here on Magic 102.9 FM. It's a lovely Wednesday evening right here, Southeast Nigeria, Abia State to be precise. Samuel Okoro alongside OJ Ferrari this lovely evening. Good evening to you, OJ, and how you doing, man?
Well, I'm fine, Samuel. Good evening to you. Good evening to our wonderful listeners.
Well, of course, the show is very interactive. You can be part of the conversation. Join in and drop your take via our various social media platforms, and of course, via our phone lines as well. On Facebook, facebook.com/MagicFMNG. Facebook.com/MagicFMNG. Drop your take. Watch us live. Go to the live page. Watch us. Drop your comment, and we will take them. That's a guarantee. You can also drop that take via WhatsApp on 0907 677 1029. 0907 677 1029. Via X at Magic FM Aba. At Magic FM Aba. Okay, do want to drop that via X, formerly called Twitter. And our phone lines you already know, but in case you're just joining us for the first time, well, Happy New Year to you. Welcome to Magic 102.9. Of course, the hottest line, Southeast Nigeria, that we can say, and that we guarantee. 0916 988 1029, 0809 666 1029, and of course 0907 677 1029. Well, let's get into it. We'll be talking football from now to the top of 7 p.m. Well, according to reports we've gathered, the Nigerian Football Federation have finally paid the Super Eagles win bonus for their home wins in the 2025 AFCON qualifiers against Libya and of course against the Cheetahs of Benin. For the team, home game were paid in local currency of Naira. The Super Eagles did beat Benin Republic 3-0 and Libya 1-0 in Uyo. Well, outstanding payment for the 2025 AFCON qualifiers are the away draws with Benin and Rwanda, as well as the walkover against Libya. Nigeria under caretaker coach Augustin Terezo Iguavoin won the qualifying group to advance to the 2025 AFCON to be hosted by Morocco much later, January, much later this year. December, we'll be having the Nations Cup. Of course, January as well, we'll be having the Nations Cup. Well, OJ, bonus is paid eventually, and they still have backlog, of a lot of bonuses to be paid to these guys that are yet to be paid. But of course, for the AFCON, the boys are smiling to the bank.
Well, ordinarily, this shouldn't be a big deal, if you ask me. When players make the arrangements, lead their club sides from around the world, Europe, and every other place to travel to the country, arrangement should be in place that once these players arrive and execute whatever they have come to execute, that they get paid and everybody goes home and then we move on to the next. But sadly, we've had mismanagers, people who have mismanaged our resources, our funds. They've shown lack of accountability, lack of direction over the years, and that's why this is making news. Otherwise, I'm not sure this should be a big deal. That players came, who doesn't, this is their job. These are professionals. This is what they live for. This is what they survive with. Their family, they are breadwinners of their families expect them, right, to put food on the table, and this is what they've been committed to do. So if we have a federation that has kept the bonus of these guys for how many months or weeks or whatever it is, then it shows lack of leadership, lack of good leadership. But having said that, finally at least they say hard bread is better than puff puff, or what did they say? I'm happy that the players would now maybe have to smile to the bank. Sometimes these allowances are things that they even give to their family members that come close to them during these international games. But no matter how much a man earns or how much a man is worth, when a man works for you, you pay him his wages, you pay him what is due him, and that's why I'm happy that the players can now, at least heave a little sigh of relief. As per this one, because we know there are other ones that are yet to be paid. So it is what it is. But I hope under Gusau that we can get past this rhetoric. It smacks of bad leadership. Like we keep talking about bonuses. You're not even paying these guys salaries. You're not paying ex-internationals pension or whatever it is. Like it's even obtainable in other parts of the world where players haven't played a particular number of games or committed to the national team
for a number of years,
and then they retire, and then you're giving them grants or stipends to keep them moving. We're not even talking about it. We're talking about active players who should be given what is due them as they come, as they hot, you drop them for them. But I haven't said that, Sam. I think let's just be happy that at least finally, something gets to them.
Okay, well, let's see if the leadership of Ibrahim Musa Gusau will be able to continue this. We really want, all of the backlog of bonuses to be cleared. Maybe we can start on a new slate, if you ask me. Maybe reasons why some of these boys are not committed. I mean, they do anyhow. Really, we ask them to come, for camp, and they walk in when they feel like walking in. They tell you off when they feel like telling you off. I hope that all of this, will just.
A lot of the times here, we criticize these players for lack of effort, lack of commitment. When they don't play like the Senegalese or the Cameroonians or the South Africans, we criticize. But not a lot of the times we also sit back and ask, really, what's the motivation level for these players? Yes, I can be a committed soldier. I'm going to the war front. I'm fighting for Nigeria, for instance. After today's Armed Forces Remembrance Day. And then if you do not pay a soldier what is due him, or what should come to him, you do not expect him to be that committed, isn't it? So yes, these players are like warriors for us. They're like soldiers who are on the war front, representing Nigeria. So we must take their welfare seriously. It must be a top priority. Yes, I mean, they're millionaires in their own right, but that doesn't stop you.
What is due them is due them.
You should be giving to them.
Okay, let's see. Really. Meanwhile, the newly appointed coach of the senior national team of Nigeria, Eric Sekou Chile, says the team will aim to win all of their remaining 6 games in the World Cup qualifiers, which will see them make it to the tournament. But Chile was unveiled as the new coach of the Super Eagles by the Nigerian Football Federation and given the task of ensuring that the team qualify for the 2026 World Cup, where they are presently 5th in the 6-team group. The Eagles are without a win in the 4 games they have played so far, and has seen them fall to 4 points behind group leaders Rwanda, who will be their next opponent, the Amavubi, when the qualifiers resume in March. They'll return home for the game and take on the Warriors of Zimbabwe. And Chile says a win in both games and the remaining of their games, starting from the away game to the league leaders or to the table toppers, is his immediate aim. The most important thing is not for Eric Chile or the players. The first goal is Nigeria to qualify for Nigeria. We must win all the 6 games. I'm focused on the next game, and after that, we will take it one step at a time. But as part of what the team needs to do in order to make it to the World Cup, he said having some rules in place that will keep the team focused will be key to achieving their aims in the qualifiers. You need to put in place strict rules around the team. We need to build a team with great spirit, motivate the players, talk to them like brothers, and impose our game everywhere. Talk is cheap, OJ.
It is.
I mean, he's saying this from the point of, I've gotten the job of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, I've got some talented players who will win all 6 games. Talk indeed is cheap.
Well, while I try to understand where the optimism is coming from, we must be realistic. It's going to be an uphill task. It's going to be onerous. It's going to be really, really, really tough, for us to qualify. As a matter of fact, lots of Nigerians, if you speak to football enthusiasts, at least 70 or 80% will tell you we're not going to go to the World Cup. But it's okay for Sekou.
Yeah.
Cheku.
Yeah. Sekou.
Cheku or Sekou.
Cheku.
It's okay for him to sound upbeat. I mean, he's the man who's been taxed with the responsibility. He gets paid thousands of dollars monthly now to get the job done. So yes, if there is anybody who should be optimistic, then he's in. He's now the man in charge whose Nigerians' hopes lie on. So he cannot be pessimistic about the chances of Nigeria. But then, talk is cheap, like you said. When you talk the talk, you must walk the walk. Now, in March, at least he has maybe not ample time, but he has enough time, at least to an extent, to now do a little bit of scouting, look out for players who are performing, not invitation based on something. We had a lot of issues in the last dispensation when players who were inactive at club sites were getting call-ups. That thing really vexed me well. Ihan Acho at the time was a man who was not even getting game time. He had moved to Sevilla, he was not playing regularly, and then he kept being invited. That was an indication that we were not doing a thorough job. And there were players who were firing on all cylinders, like Siri Dessers, for instance. At the time we were playing those qualifiers, Siri Dessers was scoring goals.
Yeah. There was about 12 goals on that.
So Glasgow, something like that. And he was not giving a look in. Why was that? Sadiq was not scoring goals. He was invited. Chukwueze was not at his best. He was getting invited. Why was that so? So in going forward, if Chile wants to succeed, he must realize that he must give call-ups to players who are active, who are hungry, who are desperate, who are committed to the cause. So that's the only way. And the difference between us and all these other nations is just commitment. Because in terms of quality, yes, we've got the quality. We cannot. We're talking about Ademola Lookman, talking about Victor Osimhen, we're talking about Wilfred Ndidi, talking about Alex Iwobi. Iwobi was scoring 2 goals yesterday in the Premier League. Ademola Lookman is scoring goals for fun. Osimhen has taken his goal scoring progress from Italy to Turkey. Samuel, the right back for Fenerbahce, Osai Samuel, playing regularly for Mourinho. What then, Sam, do we ask for? Moses Simon is doing well at his club side. So we must tell ourselves the truth. Yes, we have players who have got quality, but then the commitment level is always a big issue for us. So I hope, this man who's now tasked with that responsibility is able to galvanize and get the best out of these players. Once we can get that right, we also hope that other results go in our favor. Do we still have that have our fortunes in our own hands?
I do not entirely think so.
We play against Rwanda.
Yes.
We have 4 points adrift.
Yes.
So we could close the gap. First beat Rwanda well first.
Okay.
First beat them well first.
Do you forget that Rwanda, South Africa, and Zimbabwe on same number of points or so?
The last round of results kind of favored us somewhat. When South Africa dropped points, Rwanda dropped points, it gave us some kind of breather and a chance to maybe close the gap on the so-called leaders. If we win all our games, I think we'll stand a chance, because if we beat Rwanda,
what if Rwanda win? What if Zimbabwe win all of their games?
They see the playoffs now. We still play Zimbabwe.
And you think we can beat South Africa?
That's what I'm saying. Now, if we can beat win Abizola, meaning that if we win all our games, meaning that we'll be beating Zimbabwe, we'll be beating South Africa, we'll be beating Rwanda. Of course, we'll have a chance. Mathematically, yes, we will have a chance if we beat everything that is.
We'll have a chance, but I'm not sure the destiny is still alive. We will need some teams to also.
Other results
would need to align for us to qualify. Okay.
Well, first, we must do our part, Sam, which is the fact that
we need to win all of our games.
We need to win all of our games, okay, without sparing anything. I think the most difficult of the task would be that game against South Africa, because they came. Yes, because they came to Nigeria and did a yeoman's job against us, because I thought they were really, really good against us in Nigeria. And there's this thing about us and South Africa when we meet these days. It's like they know that it's like almost like a battle of some sort. Like we have an axe to grind.
They will sort out the AFCON,
yes,
the semi-finals of the AFCON.
Yes, South Africa had a very poor tournament, but when they met Nigeria, a lot changed. I recall very well that we were almost saying, okay, the South Africans were a very poor team, but when they played us in that,
they looked different.
They were a totally different side. So I really hope that we can maybe hold our own and then see how we can get the desired result against them in South Africa.
You're almost taking it off my mouth. It's very difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
Very difficult. I'm thinking the best we can get right there in South Africa would probably be a draw. But if we can be able to beat South Africa over there, then beat the Amavubi of Rwanda, beat the Warriors of Zimbabwe, Lesotho. Yeah, okay. We still have Lesotho, to play, which is difficult. It's pretty difficult. 6 games we must win. That's 18 points we must amass. Okay. Anyways, let's see how that pans out, really. And quickly away from that, we actually also did see the Confederation of African Football today with the draws. I'll be delving into that just in a matter of moments from now. But the Confederation of African Football CAF has unveiled the new logo and trophy for the 8th African Nations Championship CHAN, which was yesterday. Will I say, what's the word, OJ? Postponed? Is that the word?
Postponed, yeah. Postponed,
okay. Postponed till August. According to CAF, the new look for the tournament brings a fresh identity and emphasizes its deep-rooted connections to African football and its culture. It comes with a new Total Energies CHAN 2024 trophy that features a sleek contemporary design combining gold and silver elements representing the prestige and the growing stature of the tournament. A significant detail is the 54 district lines encircling the trophy, symbolizing the 54 African nations united with a map of the continent at its core. Now, the tournament will feature a total of 19 countries. These joint host Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, Morocco, Guinea, Senegal, Mauritania, Burkina Faso, Central African Republic, Algeria, Niger Republic, Congo, Sudan, Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo, Zambia, Angola, and Madagascar. 19 countries in August will be jostling for the title, and will have a new logo, OJ, from the Confederation of African Football, CAF, for the CHAN tournament.
Well, the postponed CHAN tournament.
The postponed CHAN tournament.
It did break the hearts of lots of people, really, that announcement came through. But in terms of preparations and the logo, I think it's okay, but no, I don't think it's the biggest of deals, really. What African football lovers wanted was, or what they want, is a proper tournament. Okay, good quality football, good playing surfaces. Some would argue, yes, okay, maybe it's better it was even postponed than watching something really ugly. If the surfaces at the various stadia were not good enough to play on, then we shouldn't have even gone ahead with it.
Okay.
So maybe it's better we wait and they have a proper tournament. People spoke so highly of the last Nations Cup in terms of the quality of play, the playing surfaces. We saw lots of goals. African teams looked more attacking than we used to in the past. So if we must do, then we must do it well. So if the logo is anything to, if it means anything, then fine. But I sincerely think that's a big issue. I don't think it's much of a maybe in terms of marketing. Okay, I mean souvenirs. You probably want to sell idea of an idea to multinationals to come on board. So maybe for that sake, yes, fine. But otherwise, I'm not really keen on it.
Okay, and the CHAN draws ongoing as we speak. We'll be hoping that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will get a favorable.
Why didn't they postpone the draws too?
I don't know.
Okay, so the draws are ongoing right now.
Yes.
Okay.
We're yet to see the comprehensive. The ceremony officially underway. Kicked off about 5 p.m.
Okay.
You know, and we'll just get to see, you know, where the Super Eagles B team. You know,
well, I think the whole excitement simmered a little bit. Maybe that's why people are not really as concerned.
Very true.
You know, if the tournament was going to go ahead in February as earlier stated, maybe would have been having a lot of buzz. People would have been talking, you know, draws, Nigeria this, Nigeria that. But with the fact that it was shifted, it kind of took a little bit away, you know, the excitement from it. But whichever the case, it's good that the draws will be done. Let's know where we travel to, so that better arrangements can be made as well, and all of that.
Okay. Anyways, and of course, Roy is actually looking at wooing players of Nigerian origin who will not be able to get a chance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's doing everything within his power to ensure that, you know, there is going to be more like a team B, a team B of Nigeria, you know, for his Benin Republic side. He's also gone in for qualification. Yeah. Are we in the same group?
Yeah, for the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah. Okay. Are we in the same group at the World Cup? Yes.
No,
Benin Republic is in our group.
For the World Cup qualifying. Yes, we're the same group. They're ahead of us. I mean, don't forget they. Okay, I think they beat us now.
They beat us.
So yes, they are third in our group. They are third in our group with 7 points.
7 points.
You know, same number of points with South Africa and Rwanda. While we're on 3 points. So Raw is out to avenge all that we did to him.
All?
Yes, that we did to him.
I mean, he actually got his first pound of flesh.
Yes.
When he
and then we beat
him.
That's for the nations
for the World Cup. He started with the World Cup. He beat us. You know, right there in Abidjan, in Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay, yeah, Abidjan.
Yes. And we got our pound of flesh. Anyways, it's still Soccer Swag right here on Magic 102.9 FM. But OJ, you're looking at teams that might qualify for the World Cup.
A bit early. You look at the pace setters, those who have started quite well. Egypt, for instance, you know, in Group A, they played 4 matches there. They have garnered 10 points so far.
4 matches, 10 points.
Yes, that's for the Pharaohs.
That's a serious team.
Yes, Guinea-Bissau second there, 6 points they've garnered. You know, from 4 games. Burkina Faso third in that group. Well, Sierra Leone on 5, Ethiopia on 3 points. While Djibouti, as expected, at bottom of that group. That's Group A. Group B has got Sudan. Yes, they played. They've been one of the leading teams so far, Sam. I mean,
led by former Ghanaian.
Yes, what's his name? Apia. Okay. 4 matches they played. They've amassed 10 points so far. Senegal are trailing them in that group. Senegal have got 8 points from same number of games, 4. While DR Congo, you know, are third in that group with 7 points from 4 games. Togo, South Sudan, and Mauritania occupy the 4th, 5th, and 6th places there. In Group C, yes, the surprise package so far is Rwanda, the Amavubi of Rwanda. Nigeria's opponents, they are 7 points. As a matter of fact, it's a bit tight in that group because the top 3 teams, Rwanda, South Africa, and the Republic, are all on 7 points. right? While Lesotho are on 5 points, and Nigeria, the Super Eagles, are on 3 points. We are 5th in that group after 4 games played. What bad start? Zimbabwe, at bottom of the group, where 2 points they have from 4 matches. Then you need to look at Group D. Cameroon there, 8 points they have from 4 games. Same Libya, 7 points, same as Cape Verde. They are 2nd and 3rd there. Angola, the Palancas Negras of Angola, 6 points on 4 matches. Mauritius, 4 points. Eswatini, of course, no points. While Group E has got Morocco, 3 matches they played, 9 points of the so far. Niger, 6 points, from 3 games. Tanzania, 6 points as well. Zambia, Congo, Eritrea are 4th, 5th, and 6th in that group. While Group F has got Ivory Coast, 4 matches played, 10 points.
Confirmed.
Gabon are on their trail there. 9 points they have from 4 games. Burundi, Kenya, Gambia, Seychelles are the other teams in that group. Group G has got Algeria leading with 9 points, same as Mozambique. Okay, while Botswana have got 6 points. Botswana 6 points, Guinea 6 points, Uganda 6 points. While Somalia are yet to pick up a point. Group H has got Tunisia there. Some 10 points they have already. Namibia are closing in on 2nd with 8 points. Liberia 3rd with 7 points there. Group I has got Comoros. 4 of the surprise package as well. Yes, the leader group.
Surprisingly.
Yes, with 9 points. Ghana 9 points as well. Ghana having a better World Cup qualifying than the Nations Cup qualifying.
They're actually not going to the Nations Cup.
Okay, yes, they've missed out on the Nations Cup, yeah. So Madagascar 7 points. Mali on 5 points right there in group I. Of course, as it stands right now, all of these teams that are doing well will be able to consolidate when the qualifiers resume
in March.
Okay,
anyways, it's still Soccer Swag right here on Magic 102.9 FM. We'll quickly pay some bills now. When we come back, we'll talk about the games lined up for us this evening across various leagues in Europe. We'll be seeing a game in Italy, games in Germany. We'll be seeing games also in England and the Copa del Rey.
Yes, in Spain.
Barcelona play Real Betis today. So all of these and many more on the other side of the show when we come back. Keep that dial locked on the frequency 102.9.
New Tiger Tomato Stew Mix. Mix with water or add directly to your cooking for an authentic Nigerian taste. New Tiger Mayonnaise. Creamy and tasty. Available in sachets, 250 gram, 1 kilogram and 5 kilogram packs, including an exciting Choco Mayo variant. A delightful blend of mayonnaise and chocolate. Tiger Tomato Stew Mix and Tiger Mayonnaise, the taste you deserve.
Pianzo, kamju kenegi ihe kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla ọ bụ na ịmaghị otu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na ụbọchị na-aga gịnị na-eme ka obi gị na-agba ọsọ ọ bụ egwu na ị naghị eme nke ọma mgbe o ruru mgbede ọ bụ oge ntakịrị ọzọ na-agụsị gị agụ ike ihe ọbụla ọ bụ chetakwa na ọnwụnwa na nsogbu anaghị akọwa gị kama otu isi wee bilie imeri ha iji kọọ na ihe kwenyere na ya otu ahụ ka ihe esi wee nwere onwe gị n'aka ihe na-egbochi gị nweta data na-enweghị oke ya na nkwado batrị ruru awa 6 iji mee ka inwe ijikọ na-enweghị nkwụsị na Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect gaa n'ụlọ ahịa Airtel dịrị gị nso maka ozi ndị ọzọ. Airtel, ihe kpatara iche echiche.
Beat the drop with Coke Studio. Buy Coke and you fit get chance to win trip to South Africa, streaming vouchers, VIP festival tickets, plus plenty bracket and gifts. Carry your glass bottle, make you scan the QR code waiting for Coke poster. Come put the code waiting under the white crown, or carry your plastic bottle, make you scan the QR code waiting for the label. Come put the code waiting under the white cap to win prizes instanta. Fanta, Sprite and Schweppes serve no carry last for the bundle. FCCPC and NLRC don't approve. Terms and conditions station.
Achọrọ m ka anyị mee emume ekeresimesi anyị n'ebe kasị elu. Achọrọ m ọkụ ekeresimesi na-emuke nke onye ọbụla ga-ahụ.
Chee echiche buru ibu.
Dịka gịnị?
Pancake emere nke ọma na-etoru n'uko ụlọ ya na mkpụrụ osisi akwọkọtara ọnụ eji mmiri ara ehi picnic m hụrụ n'anya wee mee.
Maka naanị m, nke a bụ emume ekeresimesi n'ebe kasị elu.
Ebe kasị elu nke oge a gụnyere n'ọnọdụ na-enye anyị obi ụtọ maka na ekeresimesi dị elu bụ ekeresimesi agbara n'ebe ọ dị elu.
Peak. Reach for your peak. Hello, Mandewo. Achọrọ m inye driver ahụ ego gị ka o wetere gị ya na village.
Enyela onwe gị nsogbu nwa m. Ziga ya na akaụntụ Smart Cash m.
Mama. Ya bụ na ị maara banyere Smart Cash.
Enu, ha na-enye ọtụtụ onyinye. Send ya na nọmba Airtel m.
Ọ dị mma. Mam dị sharp.
Ngwa Piasta 939# ma ọ bụ download ngwa Smart Cash ka imepe akaụntụ nke gị ka ị nwee ike yorie nnukwu onyinye 20,000 naira na Smart Cash. Ị ga-esite na onyinye 20,000 naira gị kwụọ ụgwọ oge ọbụla izuru oge okwu ma ọ bụ kwụọ ụgwọ ọbụla na Smart Cash. Ị ga-enwekwa ike ime transfer gaa na bank ọbụla na Nigeria. Usoro na ọnọdụ dịkwa ya.
Hello, ọ batala.
Smart Cash, Airtel kwadoro ya.
Veleta, it's time for friendship, time for family, time for another get together. Hey, let's celebrate. Veleta moment, a happy moment. Veleta moment, share a moment with Veleta. It's time for connection, smiles, laughter, and love. It's time for sharing moments. Hey, let's celebrate.
Enjoy every moment with the goodness of Veleta sparkling fruit drink. Available in 75cl and 37.5 cl bottles. Another product of premium quality from Intercontinental Distillers Limited, IDL. Veleta sparkling fruit drink. Celebrate every moment.
Veleta.
My daddy is a building contractor. He builds beautiful houses for people and businesses. And he always builds with Lafarge Eco Planet Unisem. I ask him why. He says Eco Planet Unisem cares about the environment. When I grow up, I want to be a building contractor like my daddy. I too would love to help protect the future.
Lafarge Unisem is now Lafarge EcoPlanet Unisem with 30% lower carbon footprint. EcoPlanet Unisem is Nigeria's first low-carbon multi-purpose cement suitable for concreting, plastering, and block making while promoting a more sustainable environment. EcoPlanet Unisem, low carbon, same quality.
When malaria won't show power for your side, it can knock you down. Amatem salt gel. Me I can tell you no say, malaria medicine when no get bad taste or bitter taste for mouth, and it easy to swallow. Try. I correct game changer. Amatem salt gel.
Amatem soft gel. Now to treat malaria. If body not well after 3 days, see a doctor.
Life's full of crazy moments that whisper, do you have the guts? And when your body screams stop, but you need to go one more time, that's Dubai Confidence.
Pitching a bold out-of-the-box idea in a boardroom full of suits? That's Dubai Confidence.
That nervous hand shooting up to answer a question no one else dares to tackle? That's Dubai Confidence.
Reaching for that skyscraper high job? You bet! That's Dubai Confidence. That Dubai Confidence comes from wearing the Dubai antiperspirant and deodorant with 48 hours all-round protection. Dubai, own your grind. Available in stores near you.
From state to state, country to country, and across the triple W's, we bring you up to date with the latest happenings. Magic 102.9 ABBA, transforming lives through the airwaves.
You're welcome back, of course, to Seal Soccer Swag right here on Magic 102.9 FM. And it's about time for us to switch gears and talk European football this evening on the show. Well, with so much happening across Europe. But before then, we'll also have the NWFL. On the way today with Edo Queens up against Abia Angels. Okay, we'll be telling you the result of that game just in a matter of moments. But let's really talk European games. I'll be happening this evening. We'll follow delve to England. In Germany, 8:45, Inter Milan will take on Bologna. And in Germany, a game just started about 6 minutes ago. Bochum against St. Pauli. By 8:30, it's going to be Bayern up against Hoffenheim right there at the Allianz Arena in Munich. Stuttgart will take on RB Leipzig. Union Berlin will be up against Augsburg by 8:30 p.m. as well. Same time, Werder Bremen will take on Heidenheim. And in the championship, we'll have a game lined up this evening. It's Blackburn Rovers up against Portsmouth. And in England, well, Goodison Park is going to be the venue from 8:30 p.m. where they would host Aston Villa. I want to say high-flying Aston Villa. I like the way they're playing. It's interesting me. And at the King Power Stadium, Leicester City would welcome Crystal Palace. While at St James's Park, we'll see Newcastle up against Wolves. This game's lined up for 8:30 p.m. And the big one will be between Arsenal and Tottenham by 9 p.m. on the DOT. Well, OJ, pick up the power for you. Which is it going to be?
So definitely, Sam, it's going to be the North London derby, Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal seem, of course, to have the slight advantage here, being that they are more. They've been more consistent than Spurs.
Okay.
Right, but like I always say, when it comes to derbys like this, I really do not like to put my money on anybody really, because it's going to be a bit tricky, because Spurs have also shown that on a good day they can hold their own against the so-called big guys.
Yeah.
I saw them beat Liverpool in the League Cup. I saw them go toe-to-toe against City this season, but they've also fallen short in some games where they should have lived up to expectations. So it's a bit tricky. Some injury concerns for some of the players of Arsenal, for instance. Even for Spurs as well, they've got some injury concerns there. We hear Timo Werner is going to be out for some time. But if you ask me really where the pendulum could swing tonight, I just slightly, go with the Arsenal team. Slightly. Yes, slightly.
With the Arsenal team.
Yes.
Mikel Arteta, Ange. Injury concerns for Arsenal. You do not feel they might actually drop points at home?
Yeah, this game could end in a draw tonight. It could end in a draw.
Okay.
But if there's going to be a winner, I think I'll just, like I said, I'll slightly, tilt towards Arsenal. Arsenal have had a very difficult run lately. This is going to be like the 5th of their 9 competitive matches to take place in January. Right? So you can understand that a lot of adjustments or have to be in terms of playing personnel.
Yeah.
Try to rest a few players the last time. Middle of the park. Jorginho was given a run in. Declan Rice had to come in from the bench here. So expect him to do some shuffling tonight. But my major concern for them is up front. It does appear like they're getting thinner by the day up front. Gabriel Jesus, who was at least bringing light to the team in the absence of Bukayo Saka, has also picked up an injury. Saka, we hear, is going to be out for some time. Etienne Nwaneri, who looked like, the next bright spot for them, is also having to sit on the sidelines. Martinelli, sometimes he does too much. Yes, those unnecessary runs sometimes. Raheem Sterling is not the man he used to be. Kai Havertz, we saw the misses he had a few days ago. Guilt finishes that games that he should have queued off. He kept fluffing his line, so that could be of concern. But for Spurs, Dominic Solanke could be much of a problem for the Arsenal defense.
Son as well with his pace.
Yes, Son even though he's not as effective as he used to be.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a derby, a North London derby, and both sides will want to go head to head, toe to toe, to make a mark tonight.
Okay, well, let's talk about the new man who's come up now for Everton, David Moyes. They'll be in action, this evening, literally, and take on Aston Villa. Aston Villa also a boogie team. They're one team. Sometimes you can rely on them, but sometimes you don't know, what exactly, affects them. But Everton against Aston Villa tonight, 8:30 p.m. Do you think it's going to swing anywhere?
Well, you know, when a new manager comes on board, it's a bit tricky. Yes, you might want to say Villa are the team with the momentum, but there is a new sheriff, but a familiar face in town, David Moyes. I mean, having spent close to 10 years or 12 years in his previous time, you know, overseeing the club's success at the time, it feels like a return home for him somewhat. And that could also rub off positively on the players tonight. So yeah, Sean Dyche created a team that was a bit defensive, difficult to break down. But you don't even stay afloat in the Premier League if you had 38 draws. Right?
I knew you were going to.
You don't stay in the Premier League. You risk being relegated.
Yeah.
If you drew all
the 38 games,
points, yes, of the season, you're at risk of getting relegated. And that was what Sean Dyche was all about with his Everton team, and that wasn't good enough. So David Moyes has now returned. I mean, but it's a much different Everton team than the one he left 12 years ago. I mean, they're in poor form, just a point clear of the bottom three, out of the round. This is a big issue for him, and he must find a way to rally the team around and begin to score goals. I think one of the issues, Sam, they've had this campaign is the ability not to score goals. Calvert-Lewin has been
a shadow of
himself. I mean, you know, as a matter, they scored 15, only a paltry 15 goals. You know, and I've considered 25 in that time. They've got a negative goal difference right now, -10 as a matter of fact. So Moyes has got a lot of job to do, Sam. He must, like I said, rally these boys round and let's see, you know, what they can offer. But there is something in this Everton side. We saw them the whole Chelsea to a draw. We saw them
with a good quality in that team.
Yes, Arsenal to a draw.
Idrissa, what's his name? Calvert-Lewin, you mentioned. In their goal post, they have this England number one now.
Yes, talking about
Pickford. They have Pickford, you know, in goal for them. I think they look like a decent team. But
I think their greatest undoing, especially during the time of Sean Dyche, was their inability to score goals. Like I said, you know, if Moyes can solve that problem by ensuring that, I mean, at least they get to score at least twice in a game, then they'll be in a fairly good place because their defense is good, not super. But
when you use good,
good in the sense that before you score Everton, you must really walk your socks off.
Oh, true.
Right. So if they can keep those clean sheets and not one or two goals, you know, I think they'll be okay enough to at least maintain their Premier League status for next season.
I actually think about 4 or 5 wins, you know, will keep them in the campaign. 4 or 5 wins, which I feel Moyes can do. 4 or 5 wins, Everton. 4 or 5 wins, 6 wins in the maybe in the next 10 games, 4 wins in the next 10 games will be able to keep, you know, Everton afloat.
Well, let's see. I mean, only time we tell he's like I said, he's tasked with that responsibility now of getting this side back on track. We have established the fact that they're not that bad a side, but look at the next game, Sam, for them, blind for them. They play first Aston Villa tonight at home, and then they play Tottenham again right at home, and then they go to the Amex where they take on Brighton, and then they are home against Leicester. So in the next 4 games for them, they have 3 of those games at home,
and which is winnable.
Yes, these are winnable, but tough games are winnable.
Well, which one is really? Do you think
tough but winnable? Playing at home against Spurs is going to be a tough game.
I'm not going to put my money on them winning that game.
Yes, that's it. It's going to be a tough game. But
at the Amex, I'm not putting my money on them winning Brighton at the Amex.
They are all tough games, but the easiest of them all will be that
Leicester.
Game against Leicester.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and we also have some games lined up this evening in England. Leicester City, meanwhile, at the King Power Stadium, will take on Crystal Palace, and Ruud van Nistelrooy has found life pretty difficult. I mean, it's not bread and akara. You know, really, you have to show walk-ins. His team is not showing walk-ins, are they?
They're not. I mean, yes, you might want to argue he's coming mid-season, not maybe really.
It started like a house on fire.
Well,
you know,
well, a few points
here and there,
but they're learning, and they're learning the hard way. They are second from bottom, just 14 points of 20 getting into. So I'm not going to sit here and make any excuses for him. Okay, yes, he did show us a little bit of what he can do from the sidelines at Old Trafford while he managed those 4 games
at United,
and that's the reason. In fact, that was his interview That was the assessment that gave him this job
the Leicester City
at Leicester. So now he has to prove that yes, he's the man for the job. He can turn things around, and let's see, how they manage that game tonight.
Well, before we actually take calls now, OJ, Inter Milan will be in action this evening, and we've seen how crazy the Italian Serie A is
against Bologna.
Against Bologna, it's Napoli, it's Inter, it's Atlanta. Just in that. In that order, they have an opportunity, to ride their way against, Bologna this evening, and maybe also shake up, that top where Napoli is sitting. Not very comfortable though. Do you think they will get something at the San Siro this evening?
Well, I think they can. In truth, yes, Napoli sit at top, but I think the Scudetto would likely go to Inter Milan.
Not Atlanta?
No. Atlanta don't win this league.
Gasperini?
No, they can't. Really? They can't. Atlanta they're a good team, but they do not have squad in depth.
Yeah, I think that's been their own doing.
Yes, they do not have the squad in depth.
Injuries to 1, 2, 3 players and they become thin immediately.
Exactly, and that's the difference. And Inter Milan do have that. That they can afford to maybe play a Thuram up front while resting Lautaro, for instance.
Yeah.
Then the game is not going the way they want. Lautaro comes in. Thuram is taking off, and then for me they look more formidable.
But Napoli is also getting the job done.
Yes, Napoli are getting the job done.
And Conte,
yes, I know he's formed a very good team.
Okay,
but like Atalanta, somewhat they also look a little bit off in a way they do not have 1 or 2 players in the team.
Romelu Lukaku.
Yes, and now Kvaratskhelia is leaving
on the verge of leaving.
That's if he has not even gone already, right? To PSG, and that could mean that they must have to find a replacement as quickly as possible. Yes, McTominay has brought in some kind of steel to the middle of the park there. Anguissa is playing well. I saw the goal he scored a couple of days ago, and a few players like that. But Inter are 2 games shy. They play 2 games less, and they are second on the table
with 4 points adrift Napoli.
Exactly. So if they were to play those 2 games, of course, one of which is that a game against Bologna tonight, that would mean that they would probably close the gap on Napoli by 1 point if they win tonight, with a game still in hand. So yes, like I said, I'm going to put my money on Inter, to go all the way, except maybe something happens in the second stanza. But for now, for me, I think they look the most formidable. For Atlanta, like I said, good side, no doubt. They play well. They've got a good structure in place, but you need more than that, to win the Scudetto, to win a league, to win the season.
Okay.
All right. Then they must now shop for players in the transfer market to add some bite, to the attack.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's see what the Scudetto will actually throw up for us. We do not know which to choose. Is it going to be Inter, Napoli, or Atlanta? Do I actually want Atlanta to win the Scudetto? But OJ is saying they are thin, and indeed they really are thin. Join us now. Let's talk. 0907 677 1029 0916 988 1029 0809 666 1029. You can also drop your take via WhatsApp. We're seeing quite a number of messages already on WhatsApp. 0907 677 1029. Again, WhatsApp 0907 677 1029. Or join us on Facebook, facebook.com/Magic FMNG. Facebook.com/Magic FMNG. Well, messages already popping up on our WhatsApp. Okay, OJ, help me here. Okay, let's do this one. Let's take this call. Is someone here? Okay, let's really take messages on our WhatsApp platform, and while we wait our phone lines to get activated. Okay, OJ knows what I'm facing here.
Yeah, when the mouse refuses to work, what do you do?
Come on, who's this, man? All right, let's do this one. Would you help me here?
Hello, Tommy. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening to you.
Okay, apologies for that one.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Okay, my name is Emeka. I'm calling from Uzowa.
Okay, we need you to speak up a little bit, okay? I need you to speak up a little bit.
I'm not hearing you. Network is not good.
Okay, Emeka, you have to call us back if you're not hearing us. The communication is not complete. Thank you so very much. Let's move on to the next one. We're seeing this up now. Hello. 090767710290 0916771029 Come on, the mouse, please now. Victor from Obo here. Thank you so much for your message. Well, let's see if we can do some calls. Hi, good evening to you. Yes, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from? Sorry, we didn't get that. Say that again. Okay, Fanny. Nice for you to join us. Please go ahead. Sorry? Oh, Ifeanyi, honestly, we can barely hear you. Please do well to call us back, all right? Thank you so much, man. OJ.
Yeah, hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, OJ.
Welcome.
Good evening, Sammy.
Yeah, good evening to you.
It's Marvin.
Oh, Marvin, it's nice to hear from you, man.
Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Something supposed to do Adama Terrori.
I should do what?
Something supposed to do Adama Terrori.
I didn't get that, bro.
I said something supposed to do Adama Terrori.
Something supposed to do Adama, my brother. Something supposed to do Adama. Na JB normally. Na Adama na J na JB. What did he use past OJ? Very small.
Yeah, I do it something. Not serious.
Okay.
I played in England, so he goes up there. I thought of them. They make it Brentford, they equalize it. They see the way I shouted. I was looking at Fulham, but I know that both Juventus and myself, nobody will win anything here. This has already played 2-2. I hold my mind for that Liverpool. I know that Liverpool was never going to do nothing for it.
Okay.
Only for I said Fulham, they 3-3. And that was just planned for them to that guy needs that. I almost had a heart attack.
Try, my brother. So how much you can lose? That's the most important thing.
7 million 5.
You said I'm waiting.
7 million 5.
Now waiting you lose.
That was all I was waiting for.
Bro, you did fire color for us.
No, I'm serious.
You're serious?
I played to go England yesterday, draw. Played Juventus, and I added myself to it.
Don't say this again, man. You played draw yesterday. How many draws? 5. 6 draws.
I was only waiting for Fulham. That guy was just to get behind attack.
You would have been 7.5 million richer this evening. My brother, I don't vex with you already.
My brother already helped me.
Yeah.
Don't come around.
Why
I go look?
You don't do it. May no chop. No use your own concept our time. Thank you, man. But I mean, do we sympathize with him?
Well, I do. It's always
7.5 mila. That's 7.5 meters, man.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money now.
That's a lot of money.
That's
in this difficult time.
Cool box.
Who go dash you that kind of money? Nobody go dash you. So if you're able to look from your crystal ball,
this guy gets 6 draws.
That's crazy, man.
I know they ever play draw. You know they ever agree me play. Hi, good evening to you.
Okay, good evening. I'll call by. My name is Emeka.
Okay, Emeka. Where are you calling us from?
From Osoma.
Oh, from Osoma. Please go ahead.
Okay, for Arsenal tonight, I can't remember the season Tottenham won Arsenal last. In fact, under this Arteta, Arsenal usually won the Tottenham any day, anytime.
Yeah.
So Arsenal will crush them by 2-0.
By 2 goals to nil.
The last match Tottenham played with a championship club, it took them extra time in their FA Cup last night before Tottenham won that match. So they will lose tonight.
Okay.
And for Atalanta against Napoli, yes, Lookman all the way.
Okay.
Atalanta will win that.
No. Atalanta played yesterday against Juve. 1-1 it ended. It's going to be Inter Milan against Bologna tonight.
Okay.
Yes, boss.
Inter Milan will win.
Inter to win, all right.
They are the best club in that league. Okay. And for Newcastle, Newcastle will win.
Newcastle to win.
And for Everton, yes, and Everton, Moyes will lose.
Wow.
Because they don't have material. They don't have they like to defend, but they don't like to play attacking and score the goal.
Okay.
So for that reason, they will lose that match.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Money Maker. Thank you so much all the way from Osisioma with love this evening.
And for Chelsea fans, just to let you know that Chalobah has now been recalled, from his loan spell at Palace. Just 6 months ago, I mean, he was let out of the squad, not even allowed.
If I were Chalobah, I would not coming back.
He are contracted now,
bro. Because when I was leaving, I was begging you guys. I said, "Listen, I want to play for Chelsea. I know I can do this with you guys." He said, "No, go."
They had a few injury.
And you think you need me now? I go score own goal. I go don't tell you, coach, as they come now, own goal and they score. So you just know, say I'm not coming back to play. Anyways, we've got messages on WhatsApp. OJ, can you help us with some?
Well, Victor from Uboya says for the past 5 matches Chelsea has played, Cole Palmer scored first. After that, Chelsea always ended up drawing the game. Please tell Palmer to stop scoring first, or let our confused coach bench him so we can win game because of my long ticket. Man United has really dealt with me. I don't even know if Man United is working with my girlfriend to seriously do me.
Come on, Victor from over here. What are you insinuating, man? And this one says the EPL title is still open for anyone. No one is certain because all the teams are fumbling and wobbling. He says if Chelsea are not careful, they might not make top 4. I guess the negative comments of Maresca saying they are not contending for the title is now rubbing off on the team. Meanwhile, Forest should be watched. They might do a Leicester this season. They are consistent with getting results. Harvey, thank you so much, man. OJ, we've got something here.
Well, this one says that tonight North London Derby won't be that exciting the way it used to be during the days of Van Persie,
you took us way back.
Adebayor, Harry Kane, Son. But tonight I'm rooting for Spurs to win or get a draw. As for David Moyes' debut tonight, I hope he gets it all right in today's game. As for Leicester City, Ruud has already told them to embrace pressure. It seems they have lost their legs on their pedal. Could we say the divorce saga Pep Guardiola is passing through is really affecting City's performance? The man is not focusing.
Maybe. I was saying that.
Same thing with the last days of Thomas Tuchel. He also had some marital issues, and it kind of like affected his team's performance. It's very, very possible.
Very, very possible.
And when you've been with somebody for 30 years, Pep has been with that woman for
30 years. 30 strong years.
Suddenly coming to an end, it definitely is going to affect him.
Okay. Well, this one is saying engineer from Umar had the trouble with Leicester City is with players and not Nistelrooy. Okay, he's trying to make something for Nistelrooy. And my name is Chris Z. That's from Umo Day in Kamalo Avenue. Arsenal are never going to take this game for granted despite losing against Newcastle and United at home soil. Arteta knows best tonight. It's either set pieces or team play. The scoreline is going to be buzzing 3-0, 2-1 or 1-0. Okay, well, let's see how that goes. And Nottingham Forest goalkeeper was man of the match last night, denying my darling Liverpool maximum point. Up Liverpool, you never walk alone. MC Ike reporting from Nintungwa. Thank you so much, MC Ike. And of course, this one says, good evening, Sam and OJ. Inter 3, Bologna 0. Everton to draw to Aston Villa, while Tottenham to win away. Why are Chelsea taking him back? It's Marvis Jeffrey. Okay, Marvis Jeffrey, thank you so much, man, for your take. Do we have messages on Facebook? OJ, this is your mouse.
It's acting up, right?
It's acting up. Okay.
Aina Clinton Matthew says, good evening, sports gang. Good work, guys. I'm enjoying all the thrills this evening in the fixtures. This Leicester City may share points at home against visiting Crystal Palace. Arsenal may overrun Tottenham. Everton FC may continue their draw beating record against Aston Villa. Keep it magical, guys. Matthew, all the way from Chicago, Illinois, USA. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you, Matthew. Promise Jonathan says, good evening, OJ and Sam. Okay. And Chibuzo DMX says, good evening, guys. I actually want to remind Arsenal fans that Man United eliminated them from the FA Cup with just 10 men. And Nottingham Forest almost messed Liverpool up last night in a thrilling 1-1 draw. Chelsea against Bournemouth 2-2. Chelsea were very lucky to equalize that game later.
I agree with you. I agree totally with you. Anyways, that's the size of the package. This evening we just have to run. OJ, it's time for us to carry our kaya and vamoose.
Well, thank you so much, guys. You define your own life. Don't let other people write your own script. You define your own life. Do not let other people write your script for you. Have yourself a great night.
Have yourself a wonderful evening. Burkina Suibo is up next on the frequency. Peace and love to you and yours.
Harude!
Hey, my young baby, Haru Day.
Hey, whoa, Mama, it's not Haru Day now. It's all day deodorant.
Abumo, leave me and my Haru Day, I beg. Because you dash me perfume?
Mama, no be perfume now. It's deodorant.
Eh, roll on at the talk now. See, they make me scent where Haru Day.
All day, Mama, all day.
Whether na market or even church self, I go wear am. Haru Day. I know they fear sweat again.
All day.
Oh my little. Now wait till you save the way go that your office now, eh? When you came,
Mama, not all day shoppers.
Whether na all day, Haru Day, as long as you dey buy am, I go dey use am.
Mama, you never change. All Day Antiperspirant and Deodorant has you covered all day, whether it's market runs or office calls. Smell sweet, feel fresh and confident. Do it for you. All Day Antiperspirant and Deodorant, now available in stores near you.
Step into the light, feel the crowd screaming, see us you bright, there's no comparing. They can't deny you still the show, cause you are in control.
Each day is a unique opportunity to improve yourself and meet someone new. Make the most of your day. Stay fresh all day with unique